Howdy cloudies, it's Quinlyn and I am the worst at sticking with things. I swear. Whether it's a hobby or a person I might be interested in or a career path or just what I want for dinner, I can't seem to make a decision and commit to it. And sort of along that same thread, I got a comment a while ago that I just remembered that I was going to respond to in a video. Whoops. But the comment was talking about how when you start something, you have that initial spark and burst of passion to do it, and you really are excited to learn and to be doing this thing, and you're like, yeah, heck yeah, this is my new way of life, yo. But then pretty quickly it can sort of fizzle out, and then you're suddenly like, nah. So his question was basically, how do you make yourself stick with things, and how can you make yourself not start a passion and then think, oh my god, what if this, what if this, what if this, instead just do it. Hold up. Speaking of comments, my next video is going to be my very first Q&A. Why is that, you ask? Because it's almost my channel's very first birthday. Yay! Leave your weirdest, craziest, silliest, wackiest, deepest, most introspective, most confusing, most creative, most other adjectives, your most all of that blah blah questions in a reply to the comment that I'm gonna pin below. Oh, magic! Or you can ask me those questions via Tumblr or Twitter with the hashtag AskQITC. That stands for quinintheclouds, in case you didn't get that. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. Maybe it's just me, but sticking with a hobby or interest is just so hard. I always start out loving the thing, thinking I'm going to be doing this all the time, and I get super organized-y and wanting to do this and make this a part of my new life that I'm creating. And then pretty quickly, one of three things happens. Either I get frustrated and lose interest because it's too difficult. Time to finally sit down and learn how to play this thing. I'll never be a rock star. I get distracted by a new interest to pursue and forget about the previous one entirely. I think she likes you. Sounded weirdly Japanese or something. Oh my god, I should learn Japanese. Screw this thing. Or I get abducted by aliens and have my mind wiped so that I don't have any memory of even wanting to do it in the first place. Ohio did this, kawaii this. Not again. But whatever it is, I just can't seem to keep on task. So how does one avoid this fate of always being a jack of all trades and master of none? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. But I do have some pretty great ideas to try, so I'm just spitballing here, just brainstorming, no criticism in brainstorming, right? Gotcha. So just know that some of these might be actual good advice, some of them might be a little bit, you know, out there, but that doesn't mean that they're any less valid or worthy. So what can you do? Well, you could absolutely hyper-focus and hyper-fixate on this one thing so that that's the only thing that you ever think about for the rest of eternity. Legally marry the hobby so you feel obligated to spend some time with it. Set yourself alarms asking if you've given up yet every 5 minutes or so. Clone yourself and force the clone to learn the task for you. Set aside 30 minutes of your day to practice, and inevitably always have something else that just comes up so that you never actually end up having time to do the thing. Please tell me that's not just me. Reward yourself with the promise of something sweet or fun for afterwards so that you'll want to do it more. Try to have just 2 or 3 alternating hobbies so that if you start getting frustrated with one of them, instead of just giving up and feeling melancholy, you could just switch to the other thing. Woo!
You could sell your soul to Satan in exchange for talent.
Ask someone else for advice because the YouTube video that you're watching about it isn't actually as helpful as you'd hoped. And you could always bribe a small horde of space anarchists to set all your stuff on fire so that you have an excuse to not have to do it. That one's great because it's a win-win for everybody involved. Or just try any or all of the above until you either succeed or die. So I really hope that at least one of those things was helpful, but if you take anything away from this video, it should be that it is hard to stay on any specific thing that you're wanting to learn. There are so many different hobbies and interests and things that will be good for you, for your mental health, for your physical health, for just your happiness and blah blah blah. That is mental health. I'm repeating myself. Ooh, that kind of rhymed with a sneaky kind of stealth. I don't have much wealth. but I am Santa's elf. Don't overwork yourself too much. It's really easy to just get into a thing and then just go after it for a long time, but then you run out of all energy and you end up burning out, and then you just get so frustrated with it that you associate that thing with that feeling and you don't want to do it anymore. One singular sensation, every little step she takes. Okay, forget the hat. But anyway, even though it's really hard to do those things, if you really want to do something and you really want to work hard at it, it can be super frustrating, but it can also be very rewarding. So just know that it's okay to struggle, it's okay for it to take you a little bit of time for it to even feel comfortable, but once you get to that point, you'll feel so amazing and then you'll be able to continue getting better. But in any case, the best advice that I could actually give, coming from a person who doesn't actually have success with this, but it's still an outside perspective because you asked for help and I'm gonna try to give it even if I'm not qualified to. My advice is this: let yourself take it slow, take it in little bits at a time, and do it as consistently as you can. And don't let yourself overreach, try to bite off more than you can chew. Just like with New Year's resolutions and things, if you do that, you're going to just be disappointed if you fall short. So set reasonable things that you think you can do. Like, hey, I want to learn these chords. I want to learn how to say these things in French. Bonne chance avec ça. It's something that you want to learn. It's something that you want to dedicate your time to. Dedicate your time to it. Make time. Just rip apart the time-space continuum and do whatever it takes to get another extra sliver. Find something in your day that you're doing that maybe you don't really enjoy doing that much, or you don't need to be doing as much, that you could replace with that kind of time. And after a while, that kind of time won't be frustrated trying to learn this thing time. It will be relaxing doing this thing that I love, that I'm proud of come so far in time. Huzzah!
Okay, I think that's about it. That's all the advice I can give.
Any woozles, hope you guys enjoyed that. Remember to leave comments and message me questions for the Q&A coming up. And if you're new here, subscribe if you want to join the madness. As always, have a beautiful day full of magic and joy. Bye guys!
I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you. You caught my eye, and I've got a feeling I'm falling. Show me the ring and I'll jump right through.